Hey y'all. So let's see. Day 6. Greenhorn Trucker Vlog, Day 6. So, well, I was hoping to get a loadout today, but didn't happen. But it's going to happen tomorrow. So, excited about that. So, basically, I just kind of wandered around, had a lazy day. I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning. Couldn't help it because when you're driving, you drive your 10 hours and you take your time off and you drive again, and time doesn't really have much meaning, just hours. Hours are what counts. I mean, driving hours, miles, I guess I should say. You want to get your 600 miles in and then get your required sleep. And so after driving your 10 hours, you're required to take the 10 hours off. And that sounds like a lot, but it's really not. By the time, you get parked, you do your log, you go over everything, and I can't help it when I shut down, I'll shut the truck off, I'll go out, I'll check my oil, check my tires, all that kind of stuff. And then when I get ready to drive, I always do a PTI because I want to check the tires again, because if you had a slow leak, it's going to be obvious 10 hours later. Check under the truck for any leaks, that kind of stuff, But so you're always doing that, and make coffee, make breakfast, and I don't know, it just eats up the time. But today was kind of lazy. I woke up, had coffee, laid around for a long time, ate the last of my food, pretty much. And I think I did eat the last of my food. The only thing I had was a couple of these little cutie baby oranges. I got like 3 of those left. But the cool thing that happened to me today, as a matter of fact, I think I'll eat one of these. The cool thing that happened to me today was I was walking back over to my truck, and I seen this flatbed pull in with these like huge tires. The flatbed is like 8 foot wide, and these tires are so big they hang over either side. That's the reason the guy was parking here today, is because he had to wait. He was getting permits for oversized load to drive to Arizona. These tires were just huge, man. I couldn't believe how big they were. And for some kind of big, probably mining machine. So it was a really tight spot. So I was spotting for the guy. And then I was sitting there chatting with him. And then he got a phone call, and he said, "Oh, well, I guess I'm out of here." And so he fired his truck back up, and it takes a minute, build your air pressure and everything so you can release your brakes. And I seen some guy driving through the lot. He drove one direction, he drove back and forth, and he was looking for a spot. There was no spots open. So I see him down at the other end. He stops. And probably just like, what the hell now, And I like wave him down my direction. He starts coming down there, and right when he gets there, the guy pulls out. And so I spot him and get him into that spot. It's the last spot in the lot, and there's like trucks behind him and stuff. Everybody's like looking for a spot. This place is so busy. But that guy just like, and it's a really cool spot he got too. And lots of room to pull forward and back in. But it is a little tight, but not too bad. He didn't have to 90 it in there. But he was just grinning ear to ear and waving. He was like happy. And so that was kind of cool. So I was held up there, a few minutes. And as I'm walking away, I heard this horn honking. Meep, meep. And I kind of ignored it. Kept walking. And I stopped, and I was talking to this other guy. And all of a sudden I see this familiar face walking up to me. And it was one of my former students of the school. He's actually an experienced truck driver from Russia or somewhere in this Soviet domain. I don't think he's Russian, actually, but he's somewhere under their domain in that area over there. And maybe not willingly, who knows. But anyway, his name's Jehun. And really articulate young man, smart. He's going to college also. He's only going to drive for a couple of years to support his family and himself while he finishes his college up. He did building in his country, construction, multiple homes at a time and stuff like that. But he needs some engineering classes and some other stuff to do it here. He's got to learn our building codes and everything are different. So he's going to school for a couple of years and he's going to drive to hold himself down. But anyway, it was really cool to see a familiar face. He's like, Paul, and, and so like I go to his truck, and his truck's that he's driving belongs to his brother-in-law. It's a 2014 Volvo I-Shift automatic, but inside it looks exactly like my truck. There's only a couple very minor differences, but it's like all the interior all looks the same, the instrument panel and everything, and it hasn't changed much, but his is automatic. But pretty cool setup. So we went to his truck, and he had a electric skillet stuff, man, and he pulled out some steaks, fried up some steaks, and so his brother-in-law owns the truck. They're flatbedding it and driving teams, but he's flying home tomorrow to visit his family for a couple of days, and he's going to fly back, and then they're going to like Florida and whatnot, and so yeah, his brother-in-law wasn't here. His brother-in-law went home, and he drove a load solo and then brought the truck back here. His brother-in-law lives here, so his brother-in-law is going to come get the truck tomorrow. And but anyway, had some really kick-ass steak, a nice hot home-cooked meal in the truck, and then he gave me a dozen eggs, which is cool because I'll put them in a plastic bowl and nuke them in the morning. Make some scrambled eggs, and they're organic eggs, really good eggs. And he also gave me some fish, which I'm excited about. My wife will drool over this. It's some kind of Russian traditional, I don't know, you read it. But you can look in there. They're kind of like a sardine in oil type of fish. There's quite a bit of it in there. But he says it is really, really, if you like fish, he says it's really excellent. And you eat it cold. Oh, and he also gave me some Russian ketchup, which I tried a little bit with my steak. Comes in like this pouch, some kind of Russian ketchup, Kremlin, whatever, I don't know, but it's really tomatoey tasting. It's not as sweet as our ketchup, but it tastes a lot fresher. The tomato did. I don't know, a lot more tomatoey, I guess I might say. And then this is I don't even know what this is. I have no idea what this one is. It's not ketchup. It's got like vegetables and stuff on there. So I don't know. It's some kind of sauce. I'll have to taste it and see what it is. But anyway, yeah, that's what he gave me. Because he's flying home and the eggs and fish wasn't going to keep. And I don't know. I guess he could have given them to his brother-in-law. But he chose to gift it to me. And I appreciate that. And I'm not the one to turn away free food. So anyway, yeah, it's just kind of a hangout, chillax day. Went inside, got a large cup of lemonade once, and then I went and got a large thing of iced tea, and that's it. I haven't bought any food from the truck stop. Oh, I take that back. I bought a chocolate candy bar. I did do that. But I've been surviving off the food my wife put together for me. And before I left town, I stopped at Walmart and got a couple things to add to that. And but I'm just now fresh out of food. So then the gift of those eggs and that fish is awesome. That'll make a really nice breakfast. Some eat that fish cold, but I'll heat it up and make some scrambled eggs. So I'll have the fish and some eggs for breakfast. That's awesome. And then I'll get a dispatch tomorrow for a pick. And if I have enough time on my way to get my load, I'll stop at a Walmart. There's Walmarts everywhere. And there's always truck parking at Walmart, right? And all Walmarts are accessible by truck because, man, they get a lot of trucking. So anyway, yeah, I'll just pull in there and find a spot to park and run in and grab some groceries for my trip home. And if I don't have time before I get my load, well, I'll do it after I grab my load. I'll just slap a paddle lock on my trailer and run into Walmart and do some shopping, and I'll be heading home. Anyway, so let's see, gosh, what is today? I'm not even sure. Oh, it's Thursday. It's a good thing I got a load tomorrow, because more than likely you don't get a load on Saturday and Sunday. And I don't get paid by the hour. I get paid by the mile. So I haven't driven since like yesterday at noon, you know. So time to head home. Anyway, that's it. Not much going on. Like I say, it was a really relaxing day. Oh, I got my TV hooked up on my telephone, Xfinity. It's awesome. So I've been watching local news and a little bit of fights and stuff like that, and local news from home. And so that's cool. Got to get myself a TV, but I'm gonna wait until I got enough to make pay off all my fuel bills and make a truck payment and pay myself my 47 cents a mile, so I can pay my bills, and then there'll be money left over. I'll probably get a TV for the truck. But right now, phone's good. Anyway, good night, y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow.